Good morning. Good morning. I'm so excited to do this YouTube video with you guys this amazing, lovely morning. Today's topic, you guys, that I want to talk about that is going to help so many people that I know because I have so many friends that are actually in sales or just in a business where they have to talk to people. They have to pick up the phone call. They have to book appointments. They have to get on appointments. And I just know so many real estate agents, mortgage agents. I know I'm in the business, you guys. I am a financial advisor. I used to be a real estate agent for about 4 years and now financial industry. So this is why I want to talk about this topic, you guys. I have been, anything that I talk about on this YouTube channel, you guys, it's all through experience. It's either I'm going through the experience that topic that I'm going to talk about, or I've been through it. And I can share with you guys great tips and tools on what I'm doing currently in this moment, or what I've done in the past to help me to move forward. That's what all my YouTube videos are talking about, is how can I share with you guys tips and tools based off of my experiences on how we can push forward in life, right? Get better, grow mentally, emotionally, to move forward and onward, right? I strongly believe, my personal opinion, you don't need to be a perfectionist in everything to give advice. No, if you're experiencing it, it's the best. Like, you can share with people because you're going through it, because you've been through it. So I strongly feel at the end of the day, you may not be exactly where you want to be, but you can still inspire and help other people because either you're going through it or you've been through it. And that's exactly what I'm doing with all my videos, you guys, is inspiring as much people as possible to let you guys know that I've been through it or I'm going through it. And this is how we can rise up to the top together, right? Hence why I always say in all my videos at the end, each one teach one, share the love, share the knowledge. So I am in the financial industry, like I said, and I have a bunch of business partners that struggle with the same thing that I'm going to talk about, is how to stay motivated when you're in business, when you're trying to, when you're trying to sell people a product, right? And again, I'm not an expert, but at the end of the day, I am going through this process because I am trying to get in front of people to talk to people about beneficial products, right? So what are some tribes I'm going to talk about in this video? What are some tribes and tribulations that I've been through? How did I keep myself motivated? What are the steps that I'm taking to keep pushing myself forward? Why I haven't quit on my business yet? What's keeping me from not quitting inside of my business? So again, you guys, this is going to be an amazing video to take lots of notes if you are in an industry where you're in sales and you're talking to people about products, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to mean, again, you're in the financial industry like I am. I'm in WFG. Doesn't have to be about that. It could be, again, you just be in real estate. You're selling protein shakes. You're selling what is that thing? Bikini Body or Avon. Doesn't matter. It's all about sales. So first thing I want to talk about and how I stay motivated is understanding that there's going to be highs and lows, right? I think that's the first thing. You got to smack your face and understand that you're going to have days when you're at your peak and you're feeling like you're at the best. Oh my God, you made so much sales. You made so much phone calls. Everybody said yes. The world is amazing. I feel like when I first struggled, my first struggle was at the end of the day getting no's, right? Getting no's, or people not believing in me, people not trusting in me, right? At the end of the day, I learned through my whole process, at the end of the day, it starts with you. It starts with you and it finishes with you. Do you trust yourself? Are you showing faith in yourself? Are you showing faith in the product? Are you showing faith that no matter, like, you believe in this so much that no matter what, no matter how many no's you get, no matter how many doors close on your face, you believe in what you have to offer people. You believe in your service. You believe in the product that you provide. So for example, I believe when I was in real estate, I believe that I truly care about the client. I don't care about the commission. I care about the client. I care about getting the best deal for them, or I care about them seeing that excitement on their face that they got their dream home. I cared about seeing that I seen some families struggling, and it was their dream to buy their home, right? Get their kids in a house. And that put a smile on my face to know that I can help them any way I can, never give up on them, even though that they got declined. Or, I always said to them, hey, we'll find another way. You know what I mean? We'll go through so many different lenders and see how we can find you the right vehicle to get you to buy that house. I never give up on them. Believe it or not, there's some real estate agents that don't give a shit. They say, oh, if they can't afford to buy, then I don't work with them, right? No, I had pride in myself that I knew I wanted to help those people because I cared, right? It wasn't about the commission. It was about me knowing that I valued them. I valued their wants, their needs, and I actually cared so much deep down inside to see them, achieve buying their dream house. Then now another example, I'm in the financial industry. I strongly believe, right? So whoever is listening to this and you're in the financial industry, especially if you're in WFG, right? I strongly believe my mindset shifted when I stopped thinking about, oh my God, I need to get that commission. Oh my God, I need to get that recruit. I need to get that business partner. When I started to think about the value I bring to the table, I'm an amazing leader. I have a heart of gold. I know I want to lead thousands of people because I strongly care about them. I strongly feel like at the end of the day, if I can grow and I can become a multimillionaire and if I can achieve greatness, why can't them? If they have the right vehicle and if you believe in people and you believe in yourself that you can lead them, then why not share the love, share your time, share your energy to see other people rise up? So you have to believe in yourself that you can lead those people, right? You cannot just sit there and say, oh yeah, I want to recruit. I want to have this much business partners. I want to open this much business and have this much employees. Can you lead those employees? Can you lead those recruits and business partners? Can you lead them? Do you believe in yourself mentally and emotionally that you can lead them? Because you can lead yourself. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing and one thing alone. Do you believe in yourself? Because when you believe in yourself, your services and your products will always sell. Always. Because you have faith and believing in yourself. But what's changed my mindset is that I believe in God. I never used to believe in God. I don't know whoever is going to listen to this. If you don't believe in God, is what it is. Believe in something though. Either believe in yourself, believe in your mindset, believe in yourself with your mindset and your abilities and your gift, or believe in God or believe in the universe, whichever one, but have belief. And I talked about this in my last video yesterday, is what does belief, like having faith and believing mean, is believing in something even when you can't see it. So believing that you have everything inside of you and God or the universe is going to attract everything that you desire and you need to make your goals become a reality, make your dreams become a reality. So you have to have that strong faith. I strongly believe, because that's what's leading me to stay within my business, to keep grinding it out. I believe in myself and I believe in my God, that there's no obstacle too big that I can't conquer, because I have greatness inside of me. And I started to stop, just drown out the noise, caring what other people have to say. When you start a business, and when I first started the business and I was making phone calls and all this stuff like that, I got so many no's. I got so many people that didn't believe, or look at me as a financial advisor. But at the end of the day, I worked with great business partners who they had the knowledge and I had the trust. So I had to, but at the end of the day, even if they had the knowledge, I had to believe in myself and my product working for this company so much that they would feel it. Are you excited? Are you excited when you're making those phone calls? Even if you're in sales, doesn't matter if you're not in WFG or a financial advisor. Are you excited? Do you strongly believe that you have everything within inside of you to help that person? I know my mindset shifted when I started to think to myself, at the end of the day, I love so hard. I have the heart of gold. I love so hard. I care about people so deeply. And I know that that's a gift, because there's some people out there that don't give a shit and nothing phases them. But my heart it's could be my weakness, and then it can be my strength. And I started to just fall into understanding it's my strength, because not everybody has a heart like mine, right? So that's one of my strengths. So I started to tap into that strength, and I started to tap into knowing the worth and the value that my products and the company gives to people. I strongly feel that WFG has the cure to this financial, I'm going to call it a financial disease that's spreading like wildfire. That's how I started to tap into my belief in this company and what the products I have to get in front of people. So when I'm making that phone call, I say, man, I have the cure. I have the cure to this financial disease that's spreading like wildfire. That number one is causing, divorces. Financial stress causes divorces, right? In this pandemic, how many fights and divorces has there been because of, the significant other losing their jobs in this pandemic time, or their business closing down? I strongly believe I have the cure to the financial disease that's spreading, right? Because why? It's going to help people to, understand their financial needs inside of the household. That's not going to cause stress on the one or the other, right? So this knowledge that I'm bringing to people and I'm providing is gonna help with that financial stress, help with the fighting over money, right? Because I'll help people to understand the breakdown and how they don't need to feel that stress if they just understand the fundamentals of financial literacy. So boom, that helps right there. It helps anxiety, it helps stress, it helps depression. People fail to realize how these little things that we suffer, it's not even little. These things, these are mental and emotional things that we suffer with on an everyday basis is breaking down your freaking body. It's breaking down your immune system. And this is why I said this knowledge that we provide through our company helps so many people to cure the disease, because that lack of financial knowledge is causing so much distress in your body. It's breaking down your body, and little people look in the mirror to realize that. So if you're in the financial industry, if you're from WFG and you're listening to that's what motivates me as well on the client side and the business side. And then on, within me, what motivates me is at the end of the day, I know that I care about people. I know that I want to make a difference. I know that I have greatness inside of me. I know that this is the best product for these people. So are you in sales having that same belief, or are you chasing the commission, or are you chasing the money? Are you chasing the fancy lifestyle? What are you chasing in the industry of sales that you're in? So if you're constantly chasing the money or the sales, that's where you're falling. That's where you're falling, short in the belief of waking up every day that you're going to make it in this business. This is why people quit. This is why people quit real estate. This is why people quit WFG. This is why people quit anything to do with sales. Because at the end of the day, they don't have belief. They're either lacking belief in themselves, or they're lacking belief in the product. And they have nothing to back it up, and they were just chasing the money. They were just chasing the money. At the end of the day, right? You need to understand that bringing service to people, providing service to people, and genuinely caring, abundance of money will flow to you. Care about people, love on people, and abundance of money will flow. And at the end of the day, it still comes back down to, even if you care about people, do you care about yourself? That's the biggest thing that I learned. That I would give so much love outward, but I was not giving love inward. I was not loving and caring about my time, my energy. Because at the end of the day, you can care about people, but I realized at the end of the day, you got to care about yourself first, right? So many people would stress to me, you cannot pour from a glass half empty. And I started to break that down and understand, what does that mean? Is at the end of the day, we all want to help people, but are you helping yourself? Are you focusing inward? Right? And then I started to say, man, I struggle with self-love, that I struggle with loving myself. I struggle with valuing my time, valuing my energy. So how can I expect clients or people to value my time and my energy if I don't value it myself? Because at the end of the day, like I said, it all starts with you. So if you're in sales, if you're listening to this, do you value your time? At the end of the day, clients are not going to value anybody, nobody in life besides clients. Nobody in life is going to value you unless you value yourself first. So see value in yourself, see value in your product, see value in your service, and everything else will flow. And give it time. Nothing happens overnight. Everything in life is always a work in progress. I think so many people, I heard this saying yesterday, it was so crazy. So many people are living in this microwave reality, right? Where it's like you set the timer, you know exactly when, you know, your food's going to be ready, and you get your food in a blink of an eye, right? You need to get out of this microwave mentality and understand that everything, it's put yourself as a slow cooker. You're a slow cooker, okay? Everything takes time. Everything takes time. So if you're going to work on your mental headspace, mentally and emotionally, understand it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. No great ones come up out of nowhere like this, right? Everything takes time. It's a process. Look at all the billionaires, right? Billionaires. They would say to you, they have motivational videos that explain to you it takes time. They had to speak. Look, there was a saying from Bill Gates. I wish I found it before I got on the phone, but I didn't. I mean, on the YouTube, but I didn't. He talks about how many people, how many no's. I think it was 2,000 and something no's, right? Before he got 30 yeses. Like it was some crazy number like that. And that's what I'm saying. If you're in sales, prepare yourself mentally, emotionally to get knocked down. But the biggest thing is how long. I'll show from my experience. My biggest thing is that I would get knocked down and I would stay down too long. And it would take me forever to get back up. Because why? A lot of times, which I realized from myself and experience, it's your ego. It's your ego getting bruised. And when I came to open my eyes up and do the inner work to understand my ego and where it's stemming from and why am I letting it get so bruised and affecting me mentally and emotionally in my business, it's like, I was like, what the hell? Why? At the end of the day, people have something called free will. At the end of the day, if someone doesn't see value in what you're doing, it's okay. You don't know what the hell is going on at the end of the phone when you make a phone call or you're trying to talk to somebody. You don't know what their experiences is. You don't know what's going on in their life. They could be going through a divorce right now and embarrassed to tell you. They could be going through a financial struggle right now, embarrassed to tell you. You don't know. So at the end of the day, I learned to not allow my ego to affect me in my business or in my life in general. At the end of the day, stop allowing your ego to overtake you when you're making a phone call, when you're talking to a client, when you're trying to grow a business, when you're in sales. Because at the end of the day, that's the same thing if you're a real estate agent, you're door knocking, you're cold calling. Some people get so freaking discouraged because of their ego. Oh, somebody said no to you, and then boom, you never want to make a phone call again. You never want to go door knocking again, or you go to one house, and this was me before. I would door knock, and as soon as I get 5 people that don't answer, I can feel my energy dimming down and me starting to get discouraged. And what happens, that affects you for the rest of the 5 or 10 doors that you decide to knock, right? If you're in real estate, that does affect the outcome. And it's the same thing if you're like you're in sales and you're making phone calls, right? That energy, that low, people feel that on the end of the phone. People feel that. People feel that you getting discouraged. People feel your frustration. People feel your energy. That's why a big key that I can share with you guys, that when I decide to make phone calls, I dress up. It doesn't matter if you're on lockdown. I dress up. I come to show to impress myself. I show up. I dress up. I stand up tall. Do a workout before you make phone calls. Listen to a motivational video. Get yourself hyped up. Whatever it is that gets you hyped up, watch a funny video to make yourself laugh. Change the vibration on just being high vibrational before you make that phone call, before you get on that appointment, right? It changes your mindset on so many different levels. And the next thing that helps me a lot within my business, you guys, is stop having expectations on people. Have expectations on yourself. Have expectations on the knowledge you're providing. Have expectations on your services. Have expectations on the products, not on the people you're getting in front of. Because at the end of the day, like I said, everybody's entitled to free will. Stop expecting people to see the value that you see. When I started to see that, it was a whole mind shift. Because at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to feel how they want to feel. Right? So look inward, learn from your mistakes, learn from every experience that you experience, whether it be good, whether it be bad. What started to help me is me reflecting on my experiences. So if I got 10 no's, I started to like reflect. Okay, how was my energy? How was my mindset making those phone calls? How was my mindset on the appointment? Right? How was my mindset on thinking about that person and the outcome? How was their tone of voice? Was it down? Did they seem down? Did it sound like something was wrong? Were they back against the walls? Did I ask the right questions? Understanding more on how can you get better, not understanding beating yourself up what you did wrong. So many people in life, when they put expectations on people and things don't go how they expected it to go or how they wanted it to go, or they got the outcome that they wanted, then they put themselves down. They're beating themselves up. I used to do the same thing. I used to beat myself up so much because I didn't get that recruit, or I didn't close that real estate deal for my client, or I didn't close that deal, or I didn't book that appointment through that phone call. And I would just constantly beat myself up. What at the end of the day, what is that doing for you? That's just road blocking you from moving forward, because at the end of the day, everything in life is all a learning lesson. We need to learn the lessons that we need to learn in order for us to move onward and forward. It's just that simple. So at the end of the day, if you're a business owner, where are your roadblocks? Where are the lessons that you need to learn in order for you to move forward? Because the only thing that's holding us all back, that's making us, any different from the people that are winning, is that we need to learn those lessons. And until we learn those lessons and understand those lessons that the universe or God or whatever you believe is trying to teach you, that's when we can move onward and forward. But at the end of the day, so many people are so stuck. We're so stuck, and I was too, of caring so much what other people think. What other people think of us. Oh, we're not at that level that other person is. So, something must be wrong with us. Nothing's freaking wrong with you. Let me tell you that straight up. If you're in sales, it's so easy to get caught up in looking at how other people are winning and you're not. How they're better than you, and there's something wrong. There's nothing freaking wrong with you. Let me tell you that straight up. Don't listen to nobody. At the end of the day, when you fully love yourself and you understand the value that you have within inside of you, the uniqueness that you have within inside of you, because we are all different. That person that's succeeding, you don't need to walk in their shoes. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what's going on in their life. And you would want to walk in their shoes, right? At the end of the day, you're walking in your shoes. You're in your chapter. You're living your story right now, not that other person's story. You're living your story right now. So focus and narrow on you. You're born with your gifts. Your gifts is not the same as that other person's gifts. They're just in a different chapter than you, but that doesn't make that person better than you. The people that are winning in life, that doesn't make them better than you. You're just on your own journey. Only you know what you're going on through closed doors. Only you know what you're going through. You know where your mental headspace is and where it's at and what you need to work on. Right? So if you're in sales, or if you're in a business where you're trying to get clients, it all starts with you. It all stems back on you. I feel like so many people are chasing the success and chasing, so many exterior things outside of them, when at the end of the day, the problem lies within you, and you focusing inward, and stop focusing outward, because we're focusing so much on the outside that it's consuming us and just confusing our inner world. and blindsiding us from understanding what are the lessons that need to be learned to move forward and onward and to attract and achieve all the success that we desire. So at the end of the day, if you don't wake the fuck up and understand that it all starts with you inside of you, then we're honestly just going to be keep running in a loophole inside of our business. And that's what I came to realize, is that I had enough of focusing on other people. I had enough on approval addiction, wanting this person to approve me, wanting this person to see that I'm putting in all the work, but I haven't seen the success yet, right? Wanting to show people the value. If people don't see your value, they don't see your value. You can't force somebody to like you. You can't force somebody to see your value. At the end of the day, like I said, it all comes down to free will. All you can do is work on you. All you can do is see on what levels inside of your mind, emotions, and your actions that you need to level up and grow in. And then that's when everybody else will start, you'll start to attract the right people. At the end of the day, not everybody is supposed to be a part of your journey. Not every client is supposed to be part of your journey, is supposed to be your client. Not every business partner is supposed to be your business partner. And we need to understand that the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will attract you the right people through your journey, in your success, through your process, right? He will attract the right people into your life. And it's so, like I said, it's so easy to get caught up on focusing on what you don't have in front of you instead of focusing on what you do have in front of you. This is why I preach and I say to everybody, we shall walk in faith and not by sight. I remind myself that every freaking day, every moment throughout the day, I shall walk in faith and not by sight. And there's no man, there's no woman, there's nobody that can judge me except for the man up above. Because I'm a strong believer of God. And that's the only person that could judge me. So I don't look outward for anybody to approve me. I don't look outward for anybody to, that anybody who's judging me. I'm not focusing on what I don't have anymore. I'm constantly focused on what's the next step, what I have in front of me, the abilities, the gifts that I have in front of me, the areas and where maybe I need to work on myself and I need to learn. Because at the end of the day, there's no such thing as perfect. And I think so many people, especially if you're in sales, you get so caught up on trying to be perfect. You want to be the perfect real estate agent. You want to be the perfect mortgage agent. You want to be the perfect financial advisor. There's no such thing. You are never going to be perfect, but you will be the best version of yourself. And how do you achieve that is working on yourself, not trying to be somebody else, not trying to get the approval from other people. It all starts with you working on yourself. And this is why I feel with every business owner, every person who's in sales and business, whatever, you should always be focusing on the self-development, right? We get so caught up on the self-development, or let's say reading self-development books, business books, watching YouTube. All that is great. But what are you focusing on when it comes to doing the inner work? Asking yourself the right questions, right? About yourself, about your attitude, about your mindset. Again, we can read all these self-development books. We can look at all these YouTube channels. But again, are we doing the inner work? Are you sitting and understanding your feelings? Are you sitting and understanding the thoughts that you're consistently having? Because that's the thing. It's so easy to put on a YouTube, because I used to do it, so easy to put on a YouTube channel, watch, get super motivated, get inspired, and you're up high up here one day. Then you're back down here the next day. Why? Because you're not focusing inward. Maybe you have some healing issues that you need to work on. Maybe you have some traumas from the past that you need to work on. Maybe, you struggled as a kid of people not believing you, people not loving you, people not trusting you. So you have trust issues, or you have anxiety issues, or there's emotional trauma, basically, emotional trauma. And people fail to realize that how in sales, if you don't do those inner work, or some people are good, they don't have no traumas, they don't have no inner work that they have to do, they lived an amazing childhood and all, and they're good, they're good in sales, they're great, but there are those people that struggle in it. And again, anything that I talk about on my YouTube channel talks about experience, and I'm talking through experience, right? I know that I struggled mentally and emotionally through my business, and I know that I still do some days, because what? I'm not perfect. We're all human. We're all going to go through those good and bad days. But it's what are you doing to bring yourself onward and forward? And I could sit here and honestly say to you, I'm working on myself every day. I'm working on doing the inner work. I'm working on the outer work. I'm working on becoming more educated on the knowledge of my business, becoming more educated of my emotions, becoming more educated on my thoughts and where they're stemming from, where they're coming from, becoming more resilient and stronger to understanding people, understanding situations that happen, that life is not happening to me, life is happening for me. Understanding that everything that I go through within my business is a stepping stone to help me to learn and evolve, to become a better person, to become stronger, to become wiser. And I strongly feel that when it comes to WFG, if you're in WFG, it pushes you to become the best version of yourself. It pushes you to take the time to see the areas on what you struggle with in your life in general, and not just in the business. Because it's so easy to put the blame on the outside world instead of looking inward. And I would say, honestly, that's my biggest thing that's been a game changer for me, that helped me to not quit in my business, no matter how many no's I get, how many times that I didn't achieve my goals every month. What helped me to keep pushing onward and forward is understanding that this is a process. Understanding what are the holes and I need to work on. Understanding my ego. Am I doing my business on an ego base, or am I doing it on really caring, right? Really caring about where this is going to take me, what I can do for people. Is this sharing my gift? Is this my gift? Is this my talent? Am I meant to be here? Am I meant to help people? And understanding, is that for you? Or are you chasing the money? Or are you chasing the success? Because at the end of the day, if you don't really dig deep down inside of yourself and ask these questions and do that inner work, and it's like you're going to be in a constant battle. I know I still am sometimes, and I'm in a process of working on that. And this YouTube video that I'm sharing with you guys is how I stay motivated, how I stay inspired, how do I keep pushing onward and forward, is doing the inner work. It's just that simple. All these tips and tools that I'm sharing with you guys that you can do. Like every morning, my routine is I work on my mental headspace. First of all, I spend time with God, right? I listen to a sermon first. I say some positive affirmations for my mental headspace, not for the business, but for my mental headspace. If you want to be a multimillionaire, if you want to be a successful leader, if you want to be a successful, salesperson, what do you want your mentality to look like? Because the mentality that you have today is not going to be that mentality when you're at that end goal. So if you want to be at that end goal, what does that look like? What does your mentality look like? What are the emotions that you're feeling? How are you waking up and showing up every day? Start understanding those feelings and start saying affirmations to constantly reprogram your mind to start thinking that way, to start acting that way, to start feeling that way. So I spend some affirmations on that. Spend some time saying affirmations on that area. Then I look over my goals and my dreams within the business, within my life, what I want to achieve, right? And then I read 10 pages of a good book. Then I spend time on giving back. My giving back is posting up on social media, inspiring other people that are on my page. So I look at that as giving back. Then I spend an hour working out. Then I spend a half an hour meditating, and all that I get done in a mini day. I call it, Ed Milet says it's a mini day from 6 a.m. to 12 o'clock. That's my mini day. Spending time on me, because at the end of the day, like I said, it all comes down to me. That's the self-development I do for myself. on showing myself self-love and working on myself, because I know when this is good, I can show up for my business partners. I can show up to my clients and getting those clients, right? So it all starts with you and doing that inner work every day. And that's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me inspired, is spending that time. And people fail to realize how important that time is for yourself in the morning before you let the outside world in. Because your mind, what you put in your mind can really affect your actions throughout the day and your emotions throughout the day. So it's really important what you're putting inside of your mental headspace as you start the day, right? And that's what will help you to be inspired and motivated, is spending time with you first and not focusing on the outside world as soon as you open up your eyes, but focusing it on you, on your mental headspace, your emotions, what's important to you, spending time and loving you, caring about you. So that's what helps me a lot to stay motivated, you guys. And all these tips I shared with you guys, it can help you in every area inside of your life. Because honestly, ever since I started to do the inner work and stop allowing my ego to control me, stop looking outward, stop looking for approval from other people, stop caring so much on the things that are going wrong, and start taking the time to learn. All these tips that I've shared with you can help you to grow for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, for your significant other. That's why I honestly feel that WFG pushes you to do that inner work, makes you to take that time to see what are some areas that I'm lacking in, that I need to work on. And then that's what helps you to grow and evolve and become a better version of yourself. And again, I came from real estate. So again, sales. Doesn't matter if you're not in WFG. That's where I'm at. But it just in sales in general. These tips that I shared with you is going to help you with becoming a better salesperson, to help people, to better help people, to better help yourself. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it starts with you. So I hope you guys that this video has helped you in some sort of way. If you're in sales, if you're in WFG, if you're a real estate agent, you're a mortgage agent, or you're selling Avon or whatever it is that you're selling, that has helped you to take a step back and say to yourself, what are some areas can I work on today? How can I learn from anything that's happening in my business today? Anything that's happened to you today? How can I learn? How can I grow? How can I move forward? Again, understanding these things is going to help you to stay motivated. Understanding that at the end of the day, it all starts with you, and you have everything inside of you to grow and evolve and become a better version of yourself, to achieve greatness within inside of your business, to achieve helping more people, right? So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I always say in all my videos, each one teach one, share the love, share the knowledge. So if you are if you're a real estate agent, you're in WFG, you're in sales in general, a lot of other salespeople know other salespeople, share this video. It may help them. Maybe it's not for you, right? Maybe this video was not for you and you're super successful and you're doing great, but hey, you may know another person who's in sales who's struggling mentally and emotionally, so having a hard time staying motivated. Share this video with them, right? Share the love, share the knowledge. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I also have an amazing Instagram page you guys can check out. It's Toronto_Tracy_Gobin. This video will also be uploaded on the Wise Up, Rise Up podcast that's on Anchor and Spotify. So whoever you're going to share this video with, or if you want to, listen to this video again on those days that you're not feeling so motivated, not feeling so good, you can always go check it out on Anchor or Spotify just to listen to the podcast instead of watching the video. So thanks so much again for watching. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to this channel, right, click that subscribe button, you guys. Click that. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And let's wise up and rise up and uplift each other together, one day at a time. You got this, you guys. Let's go and have an amazing rockstar day. All right.
I also made I separated the batch a little bit. This one doesn't have a lot of chocolate chips, so we'll bring this one to grandma because I know grandma likes cookies, but she doesn't like.
You put too much of something in it. I think it was vanilla extract.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. You wouldn't really taste it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I made this one. This one doesn't have a lot of chocolate chips, so we can like it out.
Girl, if you liked these messages I'm sending to you, if you liked my, my talk, go check out the YouTube video. I'm gonna send you the link. Go check out the YouTube video I just posted. I think that it's gonna really help. And I think that's a video that you can always go back to and reflect on when you're having a hard time with phone calls, you're having a hard time with no's, you're having a hard time with your mental headspace and WFG. Please, I think that this video can really help so many WFG agents. So even send it to, your teammate.
Hey babe, I'm sorry that happened to you this morning. I'm so sorry.